Hey CET students, this is Stone here. We're going to be going into Unit 103 today and looking at a motherboard comparison activity. It's just a simple Google Doc that you guys are going to be filling out, but you're going to have to go to newegg.com to make all this happen. So let's get started. Just middle click on this or right click and say open a new tab like that. That works just fine. And then if you look over here at the Pick 3 Motherboard Activity document that I've linked you to, it's just a Google Doc that you guys are going to make a copy of. Now, in order for this to work out, you're going to have to go to the File menu, and you're going to have to be logged into your Google Drive account. You click Make a Copy, it makes a copy of this in your account. It's also got a graphics card section, which we'll use later on, but we're going to focus on this motherboard one for the time being. The first thing I'm going to ask for is a link to the comparison of 3 motherboards. We're going to go to newegg.com to do that. So I'll show you that right away. Pop a new tab open, go to newegg.com. Once you get here, go to Components. From Components, slide on over to where you got Motherboards. Motherboards, you can choose Intel or AMD. I'm just going to go with Intel because that's something easy to work with right now. And I want you to pick 3 motherboards to compare. I'm not going to be too strict on what you compare here, but I'm going to recommend if you do Intel, go 1150, 1151, or 2066. In this case, we're going to go 1151, and I'm going to apply that filter search. Now from here, you can really just kind of look around and see what you got. Pick 3 you like, and then we'll see if we can differentiate those. Try to get a good price differential too. Like, I'm going to click the compare on this 169 here, and then I'm also going to slide down and find one that's maybe a little bit lower priced. Here's a 73, and then I'm going to see if I can find one that's a lot higher priced. Here's one that's 449. Okay, now I've got 3 clicked on compare. The next thing to do is just to hit the compare button. Alright, when you do that, it produces a web page that gives you all 3 motherboards in a nice chart format. Now, the hope here is that you can pick out the important information and translate it into that Google Doc. So I'm going to want this URL up here, so please copy and paste that into your version of this Google Doc. That's worth 20 points of your grade. Now, the big chunk of the grade, this 50 points, is telling me about the motherboard. So memory speed, for instance, motherboard 1, you would actually list the motherboard, the name of it. So in this case, ASRock B250M. And what I'd do is I'd slide down here looking for memory, looking for memory, looking for memory. Boom, right here. Okay, this one can handle 64 gigs at these speeds, and it can handle 4 slots. That's what it's got set for this motherboard. So for memory, that's what you'd fill in right here. This says memory speed. So in particular, we're looking at these numbers right here, this 2133 and 2400. All right, now moving on from there, once you get this whole chart filled out, which might take a while. By the way, OC stands for overclock support. IO stands for input-output support. So all your input-output ports on the side of the motherboard. Once you get this chart filled out, the next thing that's worth 30 points, and this is where people usually get caught up a little bit, is that I want you to choose the one you think has the most value out of these 3 boards. One that has the most value, and I want you to explain why you believe it has the most value using the data from the table. In other words, looking at the price and what you get for the price. Show me based on numbers, why you believe that's the best motherboard in the list. So that's the motherboard comparison activity. Once you guys get this done, just simply share it with me in Google Drive, and I'll be able to grade them from there. Until next time, do the best you can, and I'll catch up with you.